Okay, this video will be recorded in this voice. Please don't get mad at me. I really like the voice effect and it's very funny to me. And this will be my last video of the year, so just take it as a joke. I don't know, take it as you will. But I have new videos coming up and they're more related to like the New Year's and stuff like that. So I want to upload it during the new year. You know what I'm saying? So last video of the year and I want to go out with, positive vibes and something like that. Yada yada. So I was recording this video yesterday and I could not for the life of me get an idea what I wanted to talk about. And because of that, I just ended up rambling and rambling. And eventually I started talking about certain things that I felt like made sense. But like, I don't know how it's going to correlate altogether, right? So I think first thing I want to talk about is because I made like I said, like I talk about stuff like this a lot. So like the first thing I was talking about was like trying to like focus more on yourself and getting into the mindset that you need to put yourself first in most situations, right? I'm gonna turn my car off, right? Putting yourself first, getting your life together, all these things, right? Because I was kind of talking about it in terms of like when you're dating people and things like that, and yeah, and I only bring this up because I think like to really optimize your dating experience, you kind of want to be the most optimal person that you can be, and that might not be in the same exact time that you're living right now. You might have to evolve and learn to do things better, X, Y, and Z, and you know what I'm saying? Like, no level ups, things like that. That's what I mean, right? So for me, because I recently, I went on a couple of dates with this guy, and he was nice, but I feel like we just wasn't really compatible like that. Like he wanted different things, and like I was not wanting that. Like he wanted like to get like married really quickly, not like quickly, but like what I'm saying like he's like 3, 4 years. I was like, oh, that's a little bit. Cause I feel like you gotta like really know somebody and evolve with somebody to really truly know if that's the person you want to be with or like to commit with. Because I'm like, yeah, divorce is a divorce, but it's like still like I don't want to get married to somebody who just you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, come on. But I think for the most part, um, mm,
Okay, I think for the most part, and this video is gonna be like this because it's intervals of 3 minutes. I'm sorry, I just want to go out with this video and upload it like this. Please don't make fun of my. But I think what I really wanted to get in this video, just because you like somebody, because I did like him and he did like me. But like just because you like somebody doesn't mean you're gonna vibe with them on the level that is gonna put you in like a really good relationship with somebody, right? I think because sometimes we feel so alone and we're trying to get to where we want to be and position ourselves in our life to be happier and things like that, we kind of get clouded when we see an opportunity that may possibly be what we're looking for, right? And one thing about me, I feel like energy is a big thing for me, and like if we click, that's a really big thing, and I just felt like that wasn't really happening, and just like, and I'm a person, I'm willing to see things through until there's confirmation or like there's just this mutual feeling that okay, like this isn't gonna be what it's gonna be, and it's not necessarily giving what it's gonna give. So you kind of just mutually decide, hey, let's just not talk about this anymore and just move on with our lives and figure things out. And I don't necessarily like when I date people, like I don't necessarily like to talk to multiple people at once. I think it's a lot of it's like a lot of mental gymnastics that you kind of have to like shuffle through, and I'm just not into all of that, right? So I'm bringing this up to bring up the working on yourself part, the self-improvement part, where you're gonna want to be able to put yourself first in a lot of scenarios, so you can be the best version of yourself, right? So let's say you want to lose some weight, you want to go to the gym, you want to get your education, you want to get your jobs up, you want to get your promotions, whatever the case may be, you want to finish your house, so like whatever it is that you're trying to work towards that's going to put you in a better mental state. Always remember to focus on that first, right? Because I think like finding like relationships and stuff like that, I feel like things like that fall into place. They don't necessarily just happen because it very rarely ever works that way, where you're gonna seek it and it's just gonna happen. It usually just happens naturally on its own, and that's kind of why it's important to also put yourself out there. So I'm gonna wait till this thing intervals. Yes. So that's why you have to put yourself out there so you can attract the people that you want to attract. And I feel like that's very important, right? So if you're putting yourself in certain spaces that's going to attract the people that you want to attract, you're going to increase your probability of finding good friends, finding possible people to, I don't know, possible lover or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like positioning yourself to get opportunities, right? Even I want to use an example. Like yesterday, I'm at work, right, and like these important people came in, or like these, higher ups and all that stuff. Big company, all this shit, right? And I literally just like, cause everybody was stressing. Oh my god, we gotta have everything perfect. All this things, they're gonna check everything. So I just went to like wash some stuff, and I came back and I see like they're here. So I just waved like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Oh, there's so and so. Come over here." Like, bro, I just waved, yo. Like, I just waved. Hey, how you guys doing? I wasn't even trying to be in all that mix, because honestly, like, it kind of gives me anxiety a little bit. But like, low key though, that was a positioning. That wasn't necessarily a strategy. But you see what I like? I went out my way to just be polite, and then my boss, the managers was like, "Oh my god, this is our master cake guy." Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think they just wanted to give me my props, but like I don't want to like beg for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to like do. You don't want to do too much sometimes. So like when you position yourself, just being in a certain vicinity can get you to places. That's why like sometimes like mediocre people be thriving and people be getting mad, but it's just like people, when you position yourself, you can get a lot out of life. And a lot of people don't really understand that. They kind of feel like, oh, well, I'm doing X, Y, and Z and everything should be happening. No, baby. No, you gotta put yourself in the right places, talk to the right people, be in the right mentality. Like you have to align yourself with all these things to really push yourself forward in life, right? You could isolate yourself off from a lot of things, but that doesn't mean it's gonna really get you anywhere where you would want to be. And I think that's kind of like the mental fight between self and reality, where sometimes we don't want to do things we don't want to do, but like you have to do it sometimes. You have to push yourself. You have to take yourself out of your comfort zone so that you can increase your chances of getting success, right? Right. So I'm hoping this video is making like somewhat sense, cause like I said, this is the like I wasn't really. This is it's giving. He don't know what he's talking about, but I'm just saying all this to say this: like if we really try to focus on ourselves and focus on our goals and our crafts and our passions, I honestly feel like a lot of things will fall into place, because you'll be like, you're gonna put yourself in the most optimal state of mind that you could ever be in. Because I think a lot of us, like, we battle with, man, I wish I did this, or man, I wish I was like this, or man, I wish 5 years ago I would have done this and this would have been different. You can't change the past. There's only the present and the future. Like, you can't go back. Like, me talking 10 minutes ago already happened. Like, I can't go back and change things that already happened. I only can learn from it and learn to do better. and just learn to grow. Like nobody ever comes out their mama's coochie like perfect. Like I promise you. Like you gotta learn to be a better person. You gotta learn to be kind. You have to learn to be smart. You have to learn to be intelligent. You have to learn to be a better lover. Like all these things. Like these are learned behaviors. Like you don't. Like there's things that you can have that's a natural inclination, but you still have to work on it. You still have to perfect it. You still have to sharpen it. You have to be able to focus on these things and really hone your skills. So when you kind of hone that energy inside and you really truly you carve yourself to the best statue or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna really put yourself out there. So I'm really hoping like I'm somewhat making sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, guys. I'm trying, but like the main thing I really wanted to just to talk about was just like if you become the best version of yourself, I really and truly believe you're gonna attract the best people that's gonna be for you. I think that's kind of the main goal of this video. If you are the best version of yourself, everything will just fall into place that needs to happen, that you want to happen. And I don't want to say like, oh, like if you manifest this shit, like I'm not trying to like talk in that sense. Oh my God, it's 1:00 already. Oh damn, I gotta go back to work. But like if you work on yourself and you are your best version of yourself, you're going to attract so much more positivity, so much more things that you want in life, versus you quarreling and sitting in your own misery and just in your own anguish. Like it's never gonna work the way you want it to work. But I gotta go back to work. So yeah, I just hope like I'm really like I said, guys, like this is the last video. Like my other videos for next year are they are kind of more like New Year's focus and things towards like my house and stuff like that, and like things I wanted to record but like I didn't really like. I recorded but I didn't like post, but I kind of want to re-record. So I'm just have to plan those things out. But like I think if you guys got the message for the video, let me know, because like I said, this was like the last little stretch of recording I could do, and I just was like all the ideas I have in my head are like they're not appropriate for this moment in time, right? They gotta stew a little bit more. They gotta cook a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta cook the thoughts a little bit more. So y'all just gonna get this quick sandwich of a video, this little ham sandwich with a little bit of cheese. But thank you guys for watching the video. If you got what I was trying to say, I hope that you apply it to yourself. And like I said, we're like, nobody's gonna ever be 100% consistent. You know, it's hard to be 100% consistent, but like try your best to have something, or like on a weekly basis, daily basis, that you can kind of do a little bit to put towards yourself, so that you're putting yourself in the right state of mind. Got it? Okay, I think that makes sense. But I'm gonna end this video because this shit was way too long, and I gotta go back to work. Bye.